Parsnip Burger, who you may know, did a, and if you don't, you really should subscribe to him, did a response to Toddy Walnuts, who you may know, and if you don't, you should really subscribe to him. So Todd did the video on his Digibook Collection. I've done this before, but it's been a while, so I thought it was well worth time to do it. I've got a bunch of them here, so let me get at them and kind of get through them. First, I'm going to do some ones that are strictly music related. Big music fan, so let me get these out of the way real quick. This one is called Paul McCartney Live Kisses. What he did was video the making of some kind of standards along with a couple that he wrote, and he does it with Diana Krall, who you may know is Elvis Costello's wife. She's a pianist and a jazz musician, and so she improvises some stuff and he sings along, and it's all documented in the book. This is Paul McCartney and Wings Rock Show. One of the better rock shows put out in the 70s. This one was put out in 76, so before a lot of you were born. But it's got all the hits on it. Venus and Mars Rock Show. Live and Let Die, of course. Paul McCartney and Wings song. Got some Beatles tunes on here as well. One of the first times he had done any Beatles songs. He did Blackbird Yesterday. And was it all he did? Just Blackbird Yesterday? The Long and Winding Road, Lady Madonna. Maybe I'm Amazed is on here too. So it's a real nice set. I loved Wings, so real nice to see that. So I'm going to go through these pretty quick. This one is really cool. It's a single disc, but got a lot of extras on it. And good behind the scenes of Elvis Presley on tour. Kind of got some shininess going on there. It's neat though. This was pretty much toward the end of his career. He was still good, but he'd lost a lot of his looks, which of course was pretty noticeable. One of the newer ones that I've got was one that I knew my wife would like. She was thrilled when I got this one, so it was really nice. Bought this not all that long ago. It's kind of a thinner Digibook. The next two are a little thinner. An Affair to Remember, of course, legendary movie, which was referenced in a lot of other movies as one of the more romantic movies. They're going to meet at the top of the Empire State Building. If it's true love, if it's meant to be, type of thing. All right. Next, another thin one. This is I loved this when I first saw it. It was just, it was one of these movies where I was like just so frustrated with it watching it, because I was like, oh my God, how can they do that? How can they do that? I'm talking about Midnight Express, where a guy gets busted for trying to smuggle some drugs, and little does he realize that the penalties in another country for trying to smuggle drugs might be significantly harsher than they might be in this country. Like, you might never get out. And was this a Turkish prison? Yeah, Turkish prison. Legendary bad places to be, and certainly were that movie. Next, of course, big fan of this Digibook. I know there's other versions out there, but this is a good one. So, and for me, the Digibook was a deciding factor, but I love it anyway. The Exorcist. This is the includes both the extended director's cut and the original theatrical version. But, one of the scariest movies ever made, in my opinion. This movie scared the shit out of me when I was a kid, and really still kind of does. The more I think about it. Pre-CGI, people. Everything was actually done in that movie. This is a movie I can watch over and over again, and I have. And I don't know how much of it's true and how much of it's BS, but it's interesting nonetheless. Makes you think. And that is JFK by Oliver Stone. Yeah, interesting movie. I thought Kevin Costner did a nice job, and it was really intriguing. Still is as I watch it. Next up, we got a Civil War, a little thicker one now. Civil War piece. It's got the director's cut and then special features on it. The same cast as God and Generals. So if you've got that one, I think Parsnip had that one. This is the alternate piece, or vice versa. This is Gettysburg, the director's cut. Really nice stuff. Really accurate. And Martin Sheen on the back there. Gray beard and a white horse. There we go. Yeah, it's about as clear as you can get. All right. Pretty thick one, though. Okay. Speaking of thick ones, the next one is a 3-disc set. And this is one of my favorites, actually. I love this. Still do. George Stevens' production of Giant. Elizabeth Taylor, Rock Hudson, and James Dean. Real nice. Real nice version. Real nice movie. And highly enjoy that one. Another thicker one. This is The Town with Ben Affleck. And another thick one. Quite a few of them here, I guess. I love this one. Spike Lee film. Denzel Washington in it. Malcolm X. To me, Malcolm X was really well represented here by Denzel Washington. I mean, I've seen newsreels with Malcolm X in it, and this is pretty darn good. Pretty darn good portrayal. Spike Lee's also in this in the early parts. Plays his buddy. All right, I'll place to put these. I guess I'll just keep stacking them up till I can't stack them up anymore. Next one, another political type of one. Robert Redford, Dustin Hoffman, and All the President's Men. Of course, they busted open the Watergate scandal in the 60s and 70s. Late 60s, early 70s. Next, Butch Cassidy, the Sundance Kid. I remember seeing this one in the theaters when I was really young and really enjoyed it. Got the late Richard Keel in this, who played Jaws. He just died the other day, sadly. A little tribute to him there. Great movie, though. Back. True story. And I thought Robert Redford and Paul Newman were excellent in it. Next one, a Steven Spielberg film. I haven't seen this in a long time. I should probably dig it out again and watch it. It's just one disc. Some of these have been 2 and so on, but this one's 1. Color Purple. Nice digibook. Classic here, limited edition. Jeff Bridges, John Goodman, The Big Lebowski. Yeah, cool film. Fine. Okay. Speaking of classics, how about The Matrix? I only have the first one, but do you really need any of the other ones? Someone's going to say yes, but I thought The Matrix stood on its own as a standalone movie and was good. Never got any of the other ones. Another thick one, Dr. Zhivago. Yeah. Omar Sharif stars in this one. Alec Guinness is in this one also. Julie Christie. Geraldine Chaplin of Charlie Chaplin's daughter. Rod Steiger's in it. There's the back. Beautiful Russian love story. Yeah, I always thought this digibook was kind of cool. This probably was steelbooks and stuff. I always liked the digibook. It's 300. Really shiny helmet there. Oh, there we go. Really shiny helmet. And on the back, some really shiny helmets. What else we got here? Paul Newman in the Hostel. I really wanted this one. I wanted the movie and I wanted it on digibook for a lot of reasons. Loved Jackie Gleason in this role. Loved Paul Newman in this role. Of course, they made an update to this, The Color of Money, which I also enjoy. But this one was really good. Black and white. Good stuff. All about game of billiards. Well, wouldn't be complete without Citizen Kane, Orson Welles classic. I do have the digibook and the other box set that came out, but both are good, and I own both. Where's the back? I got this one for like $10. I couldn't believe it. I think Best Buy may still have it for that. Ghostbusters 1 and 2 for like $10 in the digibook. So can't go wrong with that. A couple classic sci-fi movies. Speaking of classic movies, how about Batman on the digibook? That's the original with Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson, and Kim Basinger. Where does he get all those toys? Yeah. Good stuff. I thought it was a good movie. I thought Nicholson was great in it. I thought Keaton was good in it. It was really the first time that Batman had been brought to the big screen in a decent way, in my opinion. How about Goodfellas? Yeah, I got the Digibook. I like the Steelbook on this too. I wish this picture would have been the whole thing without this stuff on it, but still nice. Still nice to have the Digibook because you always get insights in each character and so on. One of the thicker ones I've got, Man of Steel. I wanted the Digibook. I know it came out in a variety of versions, but got the Blu-ray, the DVD, and then the digital copy, and it's cool. I think the book added a lot to it actually. So I actually like this movie. I know a lot of people are iffy on it. I liked it. Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, classic Frank Capra film with Jimmy Stewart in it. Really good stuff. Highly enjoyed this movie. Watched it many, many times. A lot of special features on it. Featurettes as well. I think at one point you could pick this up for like, I don't know, $12 or something. I'm not sure if you still can, but at one point you could. This is a classic. My mother took me to see this twice, I think, when I was a kid. And I don't know how many times she dragged other people. I think she saw it 6 or 7 times. And I've seen it, I don't know how many times since then. Sound of Music, starring Julie Andrews. Back when she had a voice of an angel, really. So they have these children. It was a great movie. Still is. I don't mind it. I still watch it when it comes out. Next is E.T. in the Digibook. Pretty thick. Yeah. Really nice looking. Shiny moon there. This is 2 disc. Next one is Falling Down. I love this movie. This is, a Michael Douglas, Robert Duvall. He just snaps. He's like a business dude, and he just freaking snaps. And after he snaps, there's like no stopping the dude. It's a pretty entertaining movie if you haven't seen it. Getting down to the end. Spielberg is going to close us out here with a couple, and then one other one. Empire of the Sun, underrated movie by Steven Spielberg, I think. Christian Bale stars in it as a young boy, very young boy. He could be Batman someday. Score by John Williams. John Malkovich is in this one. It's a great movie. Prison camp type stuff. Really good. One of the harder ones to find at one point, I don't know if it still is, but at one point this was a tough one to get a hold of. And I just love the movie. It's another Spielberg classic. Blu-ray DVD in this. Talking about Jaws. It's just a classic movie, isn't it? I mean, there's so many great scenes in this. Of course, you've got Roy Scheider, Robert Shaw, Richard Dreyfuss. You know, the Robert Shaw piece where he talks about the guys go out in the boat, the sharks eating them one by one. That is just a brilliant soliloquy, if that's the appropriate term for a movie. Really great movie. Plenty of bonus features on this, so well worth owning, I think. One of my favorite movies of all time in the Digibook. And I really enjoy this movie. I know it's not factual at all. Well, it's somewhat factual. I just always liked this movie, and it always entertained me. So for what it is, I like it. It won the Academy Award, Best Picture for 1984. So how bad can it be? This is a director's cut, and for years you couldn't get a clean version of this. Now this is very clean and very sharp looking. I'm talking about Amadeus, the director's cut. Love this movie. Love the music. I'm a big Mozart fan anyway, so I love the music. Love the drama of it. It is obviously not 100% true. There's some speculation going on here. But F. Murray Abraham did a great job in this too, as well as Tom Hulce. That's it, guys. That's 30 or so Blu-ray, Blu-ray Digibooks. Hope you enjoyed it. I got to get out and grill some baby back ribs. See ya.